Now let's move on to this particular question. A company's policy is to charge depreciation on plant and machinery at 20% per year on cost, with proportional depreciation for items purchased or sold during the year. So depreciation is charged proportionately. The company's plant and machinery at cost account for the year ended 30th September 2013 is shown below. So you are given the opening balance, 200,000, 200 million, this is 200 million. Then 30th June transfer to disposal account 40 million. Then 2013 April cash purchase of plant 50 million, and 30th September the balance carried forward is 210 million. Okay, so what should be the depreciation charge for plant and machinery excluding any profit or loss on the disposal for the year ended 30th September 2013? Okay, so now we need to calculate the depreciation charge for the year. The financial period start from 1st October 2012 till 30th September 2013. Okay, 12 months period. This is the financial year. Okay, first of all we'll take the 1st October 2000. So 1st October 2012. What was the cost? 200 million. So what is the depreciation rate? 20%. Okay, and this asset was there, 200 million was there from 1st October till 30th June. On 30th June, out of this 200,000, 40 million was disposed, transferred to disposal account. So therefore, from October to 30th June, how many months? It is going to be 9 months. So you take proportionate depreciation on this 200 million. So 200 million times 20 will be 40 million. So 40 million for 9 months will be, this is going to be 30 million. Okay, so this is going to be 30 million. So these are given in thousands. Okay, then on 30th June there was a disposal of 40 million. So therefore from 1st July, soon after this disposal, 2013. Okay, the remaining asset value was 160 million times 20 times how many months the remaining asset was there in the business. Okay, from July till September, how much? So July, August, September, so 3 months. So you need to take for 3 months. So that's going to be how much? 160 times 20 million will be 32 million times 3 months, it's going to be 8 million. Okay, then thereafter during the period there was an acquisition or purchases of plant on 1st April. Okay, 1st April 2013, acquisition of asset for 50 million. So that's going to be depreciated 20% for how many months? From April to September, it's going to be 6 months. Okay, so therefore 20 times 50 will be 10, half will be 5 million. So therefore, if you take the total, now this is a closing balance. If you take the total, it's going to be 43 million. Okay, so the total depreciation charge from October till September is going to be the total of these three, which is going to be 43 million. So therefore the correct answer is answer A. Now let's move on to the next question. Alpha sells machine B for 50,000 rupees on cash on 30th April 2004. Okay, so let's assume 2004. Machine B cost 100,000 when it was purchased and has a carrying amount of 65,000 at the date of disposal. What are the journal entries to record the disposal of machine B. Okay. Now, what they are saying is there was a machine. The machine was sold for 50,000 and it cost 100,000 and the carrying amount was 65,000. Okay. So here the carrying amount means carrying amount. What is carrying amount? Which is nothing but cost minus accumulated depreciation. Okay. So now the carrying amount is given as 65,000. Okay. So carrying amount is 65,000. What was the cost? Cost was 100,000. Okay. You are not given the accumulated depreciation. So it's very simple to identify accumulated depreciation. So that will be how much? Accumulated depreciation, if you simplify this, going to be 35,000. 100 minus 65,000 is going to be 35,000. Okay. Now when you take a disposal account, okay, how do you record this disposal? When you take the cost of the machine B, okay, this cost will be transferred from asset account to the disposal account. So therefore asset account will be credited and disposal account should be debited by 100,000. You can say machine B. Okay. Then since it was sold for 50,000, when you sell you will receive cash. So cash will be debited and disposal account will be credited. So you can say bank or cash 50,000. Then it was purchased and has a carrying amount of 65,000. So we don't record the carrying amount, but it will be recorded. What we need to record is the accumulated depreciation. Okay. Along with the cost, this is the cost, we have to remove from the asset account and we have to remove the accumulated depreciation relating to this 100,000 to the disposal account. So usually accumulated depreciation is a credit balance. So therefore you need to debit and you need to credit the disposal account. Accumulated depreciation 35,000. Okay. So when you take this account, if you balance this account 100,000, 100,000, so the difference is going to be 15,000. We need to credit disposal and profit and loss account. This is a loss, okay, to be debited. So since you are required to show the journal entries, so you are given 4 answers. The correct answer will be, how do you record this? If you look at the disposal account, the opposite of the journal entry has to be the answer. Okay. For example, let's say the machinery account 100,000, we debited 100,000. So therefore you need to credit the asset account. You can say non-current asset, non-current asset. If you take debit and credit, okay, so this account is, disposal account is debited, so therefore non-current asset has to be credited. Then when you take bank account, the bank account has to be debited and disposal account to be credited. So therefore the bank account should be debited with 50,000 and here it's credited. Okay, these 2 entries are okay. Accumulated depreciation, usually it's a credit balance. Okay, so therefore accumulated depreciation account, since it's a credit balance in the disposal, you need to debit the accumulated depreciation account. So therefore the balance in the accumulated depreciation account will be 0. Then the profit or loss. The profit or loss, where do you record this? In the P&L account. So loss on disposal should be debited profit and loss account and credited to the disposal account. Okay. So therefore the correct answer should be this. So what is the exactly matching answer? If you take the first one, debit accumulated depreciation 35,000, yes, correct. This is correct. Sorry, this loss on disposal is a debit balance. Loss on disposal, yes, that is also correct. Debit cash 50,000, bank account also should be debited here. Then finally non-current asset should be credited. It's a credit entry 100,000. So therefore the correct answer is answer A.